Hello, everybody. This is Living Where the Darkness Rage Across in New York. Today we have a scene in the Sept of the Green where Jacob is waiting for Lena. Lena arrives with her suitcase. She comes from work. Probably it's her lunch. And she will sit in the benches near Jacob. And nearly close to the Karen Hart. She is feeding pigeons.
Oh.
And when she sees Raya, she will nod and say, Raya, you have asked to meet with me.
Yes. Sorry to take time out of your day, but I am the individual leading the investigation into Jeremy's death, and I need to ask you some questions.
She takes a deep breath and waits.
Could you tell me first how you knew Jeremy?
Just like any other king, Raya. I came here. He reached me. We start talking. It's been 1 year.
Could you tell me what you were doing the day before his death?
Me and Jeremy, it was not publicly known, we were dating. She tries to keep a straight face. She says that. And I knew what he was doing, yes.
She asked him what she was doing before on the day of his death, or before, because he died at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So
I was at my house and at work.
Would you just mind taking me through that day? Chronologically, so from morning till evening.
I wake up. I went to work. I come back from the work. I went near Jeremy. I get out of his house, went back to my house.
And did you meet Jeremy during the day?
As I have said, yes, in his home. I'll be right back. My door is ringing.
It's okay. Beep, boop. Beep, boop.
And I'm back.
Yeah, he just asked her at what time during that day they met each other.
At night. I don't know the exact time, but it was pretty late.
Oh yeah, something OC important to note. When she entered the apartment, was she able to enter of her own accord? Like, or did she have to call Jeremy, to open up the apartment? She'd like speak into the little
She
thingy.
pressed the buzz in the
what state was when you met Jeremy? What state did he appear to be in? Did he talk about anything in particular?
Stressed. They were talking about many things, especially how he was stressed about Mike and Tyler. He was the middle ground, as you know, and there were more personal things that he was stressed about, which is me. I wanted more about the relationship.
I see. 1 second, there's no. I have to AFK for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'm back. I'm here as well.
Can you tell me what he thought of Mike and Tyler? Did he say anything about them in particular during
For
the
the last month, at the time, which was we started dating, me and Mike, we and Jeremy, we had many talks. It was after I was chosen as a representative of the Glasswalkers. His opinion on Mike and Tyler were not that high, but Jeremy was a person who was known as someone who can I knew, but nobody else knew, that he was able to keep his opinions to himself. His opinion about Tyler were simple, outspoken, danger, which is danger to having a better relationship with Garu. His opinions about Mike were more simple, as the man is dangerous and with higher goals. But Jeremy was able to keep all of them.
Sorry, what did he think of Mike again? I didn't catch the last bit. Tyler, I know he said he was outspoken and dangerous to a better relationship between Garu and Ken.
Mike was dangerous, as of just himself, and more clever than he looks like, and he's basically, he's ambitious.
You know what those ambitions might be?
I have no idea. I know that he wants to be the kinfolk leader. Maybe that was one of those things.
And when you went over to Jeremy's apartment, he actually goes over his notes. I believe I have the timestamp here. It was around
2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah.
He stayed 2 hours at OC.
Yeah, around 10 a.m. to midnight. Did you notice anything amiss in the building, or did you see anyone else?
No. It was me and him.
Do you have reason to believe anyone might have had it out for Jeremy?
Jeremy was a sign of progress. I don't know.
Jacob nods. He looks at his notes. Kind of going over. See if he had any other something else to talk about.
Your wife Philippa. What does she think about Elizabeth?
That's a good question, OC.
Pardon?
That's a good question, OC.
She's, your wife would probably think, you talk with your wife every night.
Yeah.
And she is in the Silverfang Council, which you kind of push them towards that place. She's a bit traditionalist and moderate, but she thinks Elizabeth is a broken soul. And there's more to her than it seems.
Jacob will then respond. It's a good question. To be honest, her views on the matter are quite complex. I wouldn't be able to do it justice by summing it up in a single statement.
She nods. I actually have a dinner with your wife today.
Oh.
I'm trying to be close friends.
She's so kind.
She's so kind. She invited me to dinner. Oh, see, you also know your wife is, really kind individual who wants to look after a person who just lost his, boyfriend, who just lost her boyfriend.
Yeah, his wife is quite popular. I was also going to ask, what do you think of the current iteration of the Kinfolk Bill?
It is a change we all need. The law is there. It is one of the greatest achievements of humanity. The concept of whatever you do, no matter what you are, you will be accountable by your actions. It's really nice, and it's a dream in human society. We both know, as a cop and as a lawyer, that things doesn't work that way. But in Garo society, we have means to do that. And it's been million years that people are abusing kin. Maybe at least this place will be an example to many others.
Would you know of any on Sept who are considered actively engaged in such behavior currently?
What kind of behavior, Rye?
Abuse.
My apologies, Rye. I have not heard any rumors. In the past, there was a lupus red talon, smiles in the night, which clawed some kinfolk.
Yes, I knew
That's
them.
all I know. I know Cole, the Get Affairs representative, and Elizabeth. There are rumors about them in the past being treated badly. Elizabeth is missing 3 fingers, half of them, and her right hand. Cole is usually wearing a suit, so we can't see what scars he has. But it's obvious that man has scars. He doesn't run.
I see. And I suppose to sum up this line of questioning after my little tangent, that point in midnight when you left was the last time you saw Jeremy, correct?
You see her eyes kind of get teary and she nods and says yes.
Okay, I'll truth it guy that just because I really don't want to botch. That'd be sad.
Your difficulty is 6.
Well, you know.
You're talking with a lawyer.
Yeah,
Let me.
I'll set that up. Okay.
Okay, you do it. Sorry, you set the shit up.
Yes. Oh, 4 successes.
She is not lying.
Yeah, I know. And, Jacob will simply say thank you.
No, Raya, thank you. I hope you will find this person.
I certainly hope so. We've got quite a lot of evidence. It's just linking it to the individual involved.
What did you say? Sorry.
He says we have accrued quite a number of substantial amounts of evidence. It's just linking it to a specific person or persons.
She nods. Now go, Raya.
All right, yes. Jacob,
I need to calm down.
I understand. Yeah, he will allow her to go, and will simply say he's sorry for her loss, because he liked Jeremy too. Jeremy and Jacob were pretty good friends, all things considered.
The more you hear about Jeremy and the behavior that she had and like the way she explains him, you feel like Jeremy was close with you, but he also had like a lot of problems he didn't tell you. Like he never told you Mike is a problem or Tyler's a problem, but you see he told his girlfriend that he thinks that Tyler's a problem.
Jacob's beginning to narrow down who could be responsible. Elena's obviously got an alibi because she was seen leaving 5 hours before the murder took place.
Oh, yeah.
And truth of Gaia dictates that that was the last time she saw it, and she's obviously upset about it. It's unlikely, in fact, it is almost completely verified at this point that she is almost certainly not the murderer. There is the slightest possibility given a very odd chain of events, but other than that very odd chain of events, it is highly unlikely. You know, there's pretty much only one way she could have done this with Truth of Gaia registering that as true, and that's if she had someone else do the killing for her, and it's unlikely. She does not have a motive as of right now. There is no evidence of such a thing.
Okay. Let's end the scene then.
Thank you, player for play. Oh no, right. No, I'm not the. You're the ST. I'm not the ST. What's going on?
Okay, let me do it. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, ST, which is me, for STing. See you guys later in the next episode of Living Where the Darkness Rage Across New York.